affair in the opening game for India men's hockey team in Paris Olympics 2024. Yet again, New Zealand, the Black Sticks pushed them to the ultimate limit, and now you've seen the India men's hockey team begin their group of death campaign with a 3-2 win, a very nervy 3-2 win against New Zealand. It was almost like a repeat of the Tokyo Olympics where India held on for a 3-2 win against the same opponents. This time around also the India men's hockey team were pushed to the very limit by New Zealand. It is kind of a way, if you look at it, a revenge for what has happened in Tokyo, for what happened in the World Cup. In the World Cup, you all remember that the Black Sticks had dumped India out with the penalty shootouts, and it was rather fitting that in a penalty situation that New Zealand suffered their defeat against India. So, India have beaten New Zealand 3-2 in what was a pulsating hockey game. And right from the very beginning, if you have to look at it, in the very first quarter, it was New Zealand that set the stage going with a wonderful display. I mean, Sam Lane got a penalty corner and he converted that. This was the same Sam Lane who had troubled India in that World Cup match. His penalty conversions, his penalty strokes had ensured that India were always on the back foot. So New Zealand had already taken the lead. But then after that, when you looked at it in the second quarter, it was Mandeep Singh, who had managed to score the goal. There was a referral whether the goal was legitimate or not after a lot of debate. It was a rather dodgy situation, but then they managed to make it, and it was 1-1 at this point. New Zealand did not help themselves with all the fouls that accumulated. Inglis, for example, got a green card which sent him for 2 to 3 minutes, and at certain points, New Zealand were really wondering what is to be done. But you have to give credit to Russell, the New Zealand goalkeeper, who put in a phenomenal display and ensured that everything was going smoothly. But then Vivek Sagar Prasad then scored another goal, and it meant that yes, India seemed to have been dominating. Circle penetrations, ball possession, if you look at it, India were ahead on all fronts against New Zealand. But then towards the fag end, as it has always happened with Indian hockey, they conceded a goal with Childs in the fourth quarter, making it 2-2. You have to understand one more thing at this point, that New Zealand and India were just at a stalemate, and one could understand that, okay, what more can be done? It looked like it was 2-2, and in the group of death, it was bad news. But then towards the end, with just about 3 minutes to go, there were 2 minutes to go, there was an infringement with the way how the goal was stopped in the penalty corner, and that's why Harmanpreet Singh got the penalty stroke, and he converted that stroke to ensure that India managed to win 3-2. This is a very important win if you look at it, because this is the group of death. You may have overcome New Zealand, you may have a rather easier opponent against Ireland coming up, but your next clash is against the Pumas. Argentina have always been very tricky, especially in the Olympics. So that's why this kind of a display is not going to help India much. Yes, they will be looking to ensure that the passing, the circle penetrations are all much better. The passing at this point of time left a lot to be desired at certain intervals. So that is why it is going to be very crucial that India buck up at this point. Argentina is another tricky opponent that awaits India. The only weak team that is there is Ireland. But then if they put in a similar display against Belgium and the Kookaburras Australia, then you are going to be in serious trouble. So that's why it is very important that India's passing and circle penetration happens very good at this point. So nervy start, as how it happened in Tokyo as well, when they had a very nervy start against New Zealand, only to be hammered 7-1 by the Kookaburras in the next game. But luckily, you don't play them until the fag end. Belgium and Australia, you're playing towards the fag end. By that time, you are making it to the quarterfinals. By winning one game against New Zealand, your quarterfinal passage is a little bit assured. But then where you finish, if you finish 2, you are in a good position. If you finish 3 and 4, it becomes trickier, because Netherlands and if you look at it, Great Britain are in the other group at this point. Germany have also made a great start. So by the way, there were other events also happening. Netherlands have beaten South Africa 5-3. You look at France, who were absolutely hammered 5-1 by Germany. Then if you look at Australia versus Argentina, it is 1-0 there. The Kookaburras have beaten the Pumas. So that's why the tactical defense that Argentina put up meant that Australia had to really work hard for the goal. So India have made a good start, 3-2 at this point, but lots and lots of hard work needs to be done by Harmanpreet Singh's side. The defense also kind of stepped up. PR Srijesh at one point 4 consecutive penalty corners were saved. So that is why the Wall of India PR Srijesh is doing his bit, but a lot more needs to happen. So I'll take one or two comments. I don't like the passing from the opponent circle. That's what Rookie Techie is saying. It happened many times. India lacked attacking in this game. Yes, they did. Their circle penetrations also were good, but then they couldn't capitalize on those penetrations at this point. Then if I have to look at other things, Ikpreet Singh is saying, Shubham Kokje is saying, too many corners. I agree. There were far too many corners. Had it not been for 4 consecutive saves by PR Srijesh, India would have been in deeper trouble. Well played, India. Hopefully we can qualify. Ikpreet Singh, see, you're making it to the quarterfinals. Such is the nature of the seedings and the groups that's there. But against Belgium and Australia, you have to raise your game by many, many notches. So yes, celebrate the win 3-2, but be cautious about what needs to be done. So thank you so much, folks, for joining us for this video. Subscribe to Sports Today for all the latest news and analysis. Tap that bell icon, and don't forget to download the SportsTak mobile app for all the information you need in English and Hindi. VK, before I sign off, VK 18 Irish 45 saying, tomorrow any medal expectation? There is one from the 10-meter air pistol final. Hopefully there is also one more from recurve archery at this point. So bye-bye, folks. Thank you.